Hi, everyone, and welcome to Young Mogul News. My name is Zandra Cunningham, and I am the CEO and founder of Zandra Beauty, which is a plant-based skincare company that I created when I was 9 years old. And I'm so excited to be here. Now, if you guys don't know about the Young Mogul News, this is the number one platform for our young moguls to interview each other and for us to learn more and really just expose us and widen our branches, I guess. And today, who I'm going to have the honor to introduce to be interviewing today is Mr. Marquise. And Marquise is a 11-year-old from Western New York. He's a Western New York native, same like me because we're both from Buffalo, New York. He became a motivational and inspirational speaker at just 5 years old, and he is the CEO and founder of Marquise Enterprises, where he sells inspirational items at a local vendor fairs and market. He also started a project called Cards for Seniors, and I can't wait to hear all about it. So, without further ado, welcome, Mr. Marquise.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Tonight, I guess, since 7 that's cool. Okay, could you tell our audience a little bit more about yourself?
Sure. Hello, my name is Marquise Diallo. I'm 11 years old and I'm the CEO and founder of the Marquise Enterprises, where we sell motivational and inspirational items to motivate people who might be feeling sad and depressed throughout their day.
Awesome. So tell us really what got you really interested to do this. What inspired you?
I have been selling items and speaking for a very since a very young age. So um in 2016 I just added a name to it and started finding out my market, and then I started with Marquise Enterprises.
Awesome. So you were already doing this way before you just decided to give it a name and really just make it more established. So that's really, really cool. So tell us what keeps you motivated. Because I know sometimes being a kid entrepreneur and sometimes it's overwhelming because you're trying to balance, like your work life and then school and then trying to have a social life and hang out with your friends. What keeps you motivated and inspired to keep doing what you're doing?
What keeps me motivated are my peers and my family.
That's cool. Okay, so speaking of your peers, or we say friends, peers, whatever, what do you guys like to do for fun?
I like watching YouTube. I like TV. I like playing soccer and playing golf.
That's cool. I like to play golf too. I haven't been in a while, but that's something I like to do with my dad. So that's really cool. All right, so tell us a little bit more about what items you sell. So we talked about the motivational part of you being a speaker. Talk about the products you actually sell.
So I sell motivational squares, um, motivational and inspirational bookmarks, and the smaller bookmarks, and then I also sell greeting cards.
Awesome. So the theme here is like, like reading cards and really just things to inspire and uplift people. That's what it sounds like.
Yes.
That's which is really, really cool. So what gave you the idea to really just start creating this?
I like speaking and motivating people, so it was easier for me to think about what I could do to motivate people, and then I got help from teachers to start designing my products, and now I design them by myself.
Awesome, awesome. It's really good to seek inspiration and mentorship from other people outside. So I think that's really, really cool. Okay, so these are going to be some fun questions, I guess. More so the audience can get to know you a little bit more. So we talked about what you like to do for fun. So what's your favorite color?
My favorite color is orange.
Orange. Oh, I love orange. Orange has been my color this summer. Summer. Yeah, summer night was definitely orange for me. That's cool. Um, okay, so we got. What's your favorite movie?
Can you say that again?
Your favorite movie, if you have one?
My favorite movie is Lion King.
Lion King. Okay, yeah, legendary. I love the Lion King. Um, okay, so what do you want to be when you get older, or where do you
Um,
see yourself in couple years when
I
you're a
would
little bit
wanna
older?
be, I want to be an actor or an entrepreneur.
Actor. Why you want to be an actor?
I used to act in school plays at my old school.
So when you say you want to be into acting, are you thinking that you want to be more like a theater setting and be like acting, I guess, live? That I don't know what terminology.
I don't really know, but just in general, just an actor at this time.
That's cool. Well, I'm thinking if you work really hard and you're going at the right pace anyway, so I'm sure we'll see you either on the big screen or on some Broadway stage or something. So that'd be cool. Okay, so you know what we want to do for fun. Um, what advice would you give to other young people that want to start businesses? Yeah, that want to start their own business and they don't really know what to do.
Um, Advice I would give to another business is to never give up and always try hard. Because if you do that, you could become very successful because you didn't give up and always try to use time and effort.
I like that. I like that. So who helps you with your company?
My mom.
Your mom? That's really, really cool. So how's you and your mom's relationship? Do you guys how does that work? How do you manage still being like a mother-son relationship, but then also you're the boss. So well, how does that work?
So we have our family time, and then we have when I have to work on my business, and sometimes I'll do that by myself, or sometimes she'll help me.
I like it. Straight down the middle. Yes. Try to keep things separate as possible, as much as possible. I love it. So oh, and to our audience, thank you guys for tuning in. We're gonna take a brief, I guess, moment just to say make sure you guys are liking, you're sharing, and thank you guys for tuning in. And then actually I can go see what our comments are looking like. If I can find it. Okay, no. Yes, so just make sure you're liking and make sure you're sharing. And if you have any comments or questions, we will be here to answer them. As soon as I find the all right, okay. So when I figure out how to find the comment things, if you guys are commenting, just make sure you're liking, you're sharing, and you will get to the comments and stuff. Um, because I lost it. Okay, we got the comments. All right, so Mr. Shanta said hi. So you do have one question from Miss Terry. She said, "How did you come up with the motivational thoughts?"
My motivational thoughts.
Yes.
I write notes mostly. I have a notebook with I have a big business binder and I write notes in that. So when I write the notes and every once in a while I'll go back to them and read them, and that helps me with my motivation stuff.
Awesome. This is from Miss Lakia Slaughter. She says, "Tell us about what you like to do with documentary and filming."
What I like to do.
Tell us about what you would like to do. Yes. What would you like to do with it, with documentary or family or filming?
I would want to talk to people about their businesses, like interview them about their businesses and talk to them just like in a nice, friendly conversation.
I like that. That sounds good. Okay, you have another question from Miss Shanta. She says, "How do you market your business?"
I market my business on my social media, and I talk to people word of mouth. I give people when I go to different events, I might bring business cards and I'll pass out business cards. And I have people. There are people that share my products, and some people might show somebody the product that they got from me.
Awesome. How many different shows or events do you guys do a year? Like how often do you do different events? How often can people come and see you and get some product?
We try to do it at least 2 times a month,
Okay.
but every once in a while we don't have time or I'm busy with schoolwork and um, music. So we try to do 2 times a
Okay, that sounds cool. Okay, so we have a question from James Cunningham. He said, "That sounds cool. Why would you like to interview other people?"
month because I like talking. I like talking and I like having conversations with people that are not like confrontations. I like just speaking to the people in a nice manner when I have to.
I like that. That sounds nice. Real cool. Okay, another one from James Cunningham. He said, "What's your top seller?"
My top seller are the inspirational stones.
Is there a certain one that has a certain saying? The Stones.
No, not really. Whenever I go to an event, I never have any left most of the time.
Oh, the Stones. So the Stones are the hit. Okay, cool. Miss Terry King. She said, "Tell us about your music."
I play drums. I play trumpet, and a couple other things. I play drums. I play trumpet. I play piano. So, and I also joined jazz band at my school, and I play regular band at my school. So I play instruments mostly.
Oh, so you're a full-on musician. That's awesome. I used to play the we were just talking about this earlier. I can't remember what it was called, but it was like some flute that we all had to play like in school. Like it was like a little plastic one. I can't remember what it's called. But so we played that, and then also I played the violin as well, and I took a couple piano lessons. But I played the violin for the longest. I played that for like 4 or 5 years, which is really cool. Something that I probably shouldn't stop doing. But anyway, so we have a next question from another question from James Cunningham. He said, "Do you ever get nervous in front of people?"
Can you say? Yes, I do.
Mhm. So what do you do to get over that?
Um, I usually certain crowds I get nervous around. So sometimes I have to breathe, and sometimes I'll speak slowly so people I'll speak slowly or look at talk points that I have done, and if I don't have any, I just speak from the top of my head.
Yeah. So the best thing to do I found when you get really nervous is really just to remember that nobody else knows your story. Nobody really knows what you're gonna say. Only you. And if you mess up, nobody's gonna know until you know you messed up. And then other than that, you just keep going. And yeah, if you speak the word, speak from the heart always. Oh yeah, Miss Terry, she said the recorder. Yes, the recorder. That's what it was called. Okay, yes. I'll play the recorder too. And James Cunningham said this is going to be our last question from our comments. He said, share with other moguls how they can prepare for public speaking. So what do you do to prepare before you get ready to speak?
Most of the time I practice and I make sure sometimes I have like a tiny booklet if they allow it, like a time like something I could read that have bullet points of what I'm supposed to say. And sometimes I just memorize it, and if I don't memorize it exactly, I'll memorize the four pieces of what I'm supposed to be saying, and I'll transfer that through what I say sometimes.
I like that. It's always good to have things, bullet points or points that you know that you have to cover. I find that that's easier compared to organizational skills and also remembering too. Since you already know your story, it's kind of hard to practice. You can write it out, everything you're going to say, but then you're going to be fixated on that with every word that you write down. For me, I get fixated on it, and if I mess up one thing, then I just forget everything else. So it's really good to have bullet points, things that you can just see and be like, okay, I know exactly what to say when I see this picture or when I see this word. So definitely that's the best way to prepare, and also just to, you know, get pumped up and listen to music or whatever you want to do to prepare yourself. But yeah. So I want to say thank you to everybody who's been tuning in. Make sure you guys like, make sure you guys share. And remember, this is the #1 news station for kids to interview other young moguls and really just to share what everything that we're doing and amazing things that we're doing and to share it all with you guys and get it out to the masses. And really just shine a light so you guys can learn something about us and masses, like I said earlier. So I want to say thank you to Mr. Marquise. I appreciate you for being on here and hanging with me today. Yes, Ms. Terry King, she said great advice for both of you. Yes, so I want to say thank you again, and we are coming to a close. And I just want to say thank you. Make sure you guys keep liking, you guys keep sharing, and we'll be back for the next interview. Ooh. Any last words you want to say? Oh, and where can people find you? And where can people find you, and how can they follow you?
You can find me at the Marquise Enterprise. You can find me at the Marquise Enterprises on Facebook at TME716, and I was nominated for a leadership summit at Harvard. So please support.
Awesome. Well, you heard it here. Any last words? Any little thing you want to say to the people before we close out? He said no. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for being on, and thank you guys for listening and watching and commenting. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.